Good morning, everyone. Welcome back to JuJu's Journey. Today is my weekly cash envelope stuffing. I use a zero-based budget. I'm on a very fixed income of $3,000 a month, and I choose to stuff my envelopes weekly. And today is Sunday, April, I think the 12th. I'll have to double check, but it's either the 11th or the 12th. And so let's get started. I start off by cleaning out my cash wallet. So we'll pull all of my receipts over to the side. I usually scan my receipts in to Fetch Rewards. That's an app you download on your phone. I highly recommend it. For every receipt that you scan, you get points, and those points add up, and once you get to a desirable amount that you can cash in, you can cash them in for gift cards. I just received my $50 gift card to Amazon, and I used it, part of it, to buy a huge bulletin board that I've been meaning to buy, and so that was exciting, all just because of scanning my receipts. And I will put my Fetch Rewards app in my description, so if you're interested, you can check it out by, clicking on that link. And if you decide to sign up, you get extra points, and so do I, so it's a win-win. So my cash wallet goes everywhere with me during the week, and I usually use my cash instead of my debit card. That's the whole point. And I try to stick to the budget that I've set for myself. But I also do not even want to spend this money if possible. I try not to spend so I can use this money that's left over for my savings challenges. So in JuJu, I have 10 that I did not spend. Groceries this week, I have 40 that I did not spend. Dining out, I have $12 that I did not spend. Lunch, I normally do not take, but I am taking it this week because lunch does owe me money. Miscellaneous, I have $10 that I did not spend. And giving, I leave in there because I try to build it up so I can buy gift cards to give away. Or leave an extra tip. I might... or if I see someone in need. Right now, I have one Burger King card left to give away. I've already given away 2, so that's what I do. If I see someone I think that's in need, then that's what we'll do. So I'm going to put this money to the side so we can stuff it into the savings challenge at the end of our cash stuffing envelopes. I'm excited. So I'm going to lay that to the side along with my receipts. Let's get rid of the change. I said I was going to roll change. I might do it today. I've got so much to roll. I just need to sit down and do it. My mind is overwhelmed right now. I kind of feel motivated, but I don't know where to start. Do y'all get like that? I've got, I guess, spring fever. But of course, my spring fever is not including spring cleaning. I need to do that bad. So let's get started. This is my bank binder. What I do is I get all of my denominations that I need for the month when I do my monthly planning, and I pull all of my cash and I put it in this binder, and I call it my bank binder. It will have my budget, which is $3,000 a month, and at the beginning of the month, this binder is fully funded with $3,000 that covers all of my expenses for the month, and what I plan to stuff in the right denominations. And I put them in the right categories, so it just makes it easier for me. I choose not to stuff once a month, just because if something were to happen and I needed my cash, then I don't have to come and pull it from my stuffed envelopes. I can just come pull it from here first. So JuJu gets $50 a week, and that is to spend on anything that I want with no questions asked. Groceries, I give myself $50 a week to spend. Dining out gets 30, so you get a 20 and a 10. Lunch gets 20. And then my two daughters, they each add 20 each week. And then miscellaneous gets 10. Okay, so we are completely loaded and ready for the week. Try to stay on budget so I can save money. Try not to spend it all. That's my goal, but it's there in case I were to need it. So, oh, did I not do giving? I don't think I did. Sorry, guys. Let me retract. I've got to give $5 for giving. All right, now I'm ready. I did not go through my, I did not go through to see what has come out of my checking account to pull my bills that are drafted. But I am 1 month ahead, so I leave $3,000. I make sure my checking account always has $3,000 in it. And so my bills that are drafted, I still pull the cash so I can pay back my bank bag, just to make sure I have a relationship with the money. I do not ever want to overdraft, so if you use this method, you need to be very careful. But I do. I'll pull it and put it in my bank bag, and if I need to deposit it, I will. If not, I'll just roll it over for next month. But it makes me have a relationship with my money. It's so easy to scan your card or think that things, when they come out of your checking account, when they get drafted, you just kind of forget about them. And I want to have that in my head, that just because it's getting drafted doesn't mean you're not spending money. Gas, I've been fortunate. I haven't had to put gas in my car since all the prices started going up. I'm at half a tank right now, so I'll have to fill up in the next week or so, I'm sure. But last week I did not have to pick up my granddaughter from school because she was on spring break, so I didn't use a lot of gas. Okay, so now we're going to get started. We always start with high priority. And I'm going to stick, now that y'all know that I have my 5s, my 10s, and my 20s, and my 50s, and my overflow money here. You know this is going to kind of be over to the side. I'm going to stack that up, or maybe make it like this. That way you can see what's in my binder. So this is my high priority binder. House insurance, I did update my trackers, so it'll be easier this week. House insurance gets $50. So I'm going to pull a 50. And let's make sure I have everything accounted for. So we have 500 in the bank, 600, well, 650. These are placeholders. You see, this is fake money, not real money, but it's sitting in my Ally high yield savings account, earning like over 3% interest. So that makes me happy. So we've got 500, 600, 650, 700, $750 saved up for my house insurance for next year. it'll be due in February 2027. Yep, that's correct. Car insurance is going to receive $40. So let's see what we have. We've got 100, 200, 300, 400, 450, 470, 490, 510, 530, 550, and 560. $560. That's correct. Those trackers are the most important part of your job, guys. House taxes is going to receive $25. As you can tell, high priorities are those silly bills that you don't want to pay, but you don't want to be in shock and awe whenever they hit either. So my house taxes are due in December, and they're going to receive $25. And we have 100, 200, 300, 20, 40, 45, and 50. So $350. That's good. Car taxes. Ugh. It's going to receive 20. Y'all, it's just crazy, is it not? Everything that we have to pay. 100, 200, 20, 40, 60, 80. So $280 for car taxes. They're due, I think next February, I think in March of 2027. So hopefully these will be fully funded. Let's just hope. Vet is going to receive 20. So we have 20, 40, 45, 50, 55, 60, 65, 70, 75, 80, 85, 90, 95, 100. Let's see. That's correct. Okay, emergency is going to receive 5. And you'll see how I'm kind of monotonous on these little envelopes. Let's see. We have 5, 10, 15, 20, 25, 30, 35, 40, 45, 50, 55, 60, 65, and $70 for emergency. Did I say 70? Let me count that one more time. 5, 10, 15, 20, 25, 30, 35, 40, 45, 50, 55, 60, 65, and 70. That's correct. My brain was saying 75. Savings is going to receive 5. So emergency and savings are kind of the same. But when you've gone through trauma, like I have, it just makes my mind feel better to have all the categories that are going basically towards the same thing. 5, 10, 15, 20, 25, 30, 35, 40, 45, 50, 55, 60, 65, and 70. So 70 for savings. Medical, pretty much the same difference, but in my head, medical is for co-payments and over-the-counter medication or maybe prescriptions. So we've got 5, 10, 15, 20, 25, 30, 35, 40, 45, 50, 55, 60, 65, and 70. Okay, and car maintenance is going to receive 5. And that should put us at $25. Let's see. So we have 5, 10, 15, 20, and 25. Hopefully, I had to have my tires rotated, and it was $25 already this year, so I'm back to where I started. House maintenance is going to receive 5. Of course, this is not for major renovations or maintenance. This is just for things that you have to do around your house to kind of keep it up. 5, 10, 15, 20, 25, 30, 35, 40, 45, 50, 55, 60, 65, and 70. I'm really trying to save up enough to kind of buy enough paint to paint my craft room. Month ahead is going to receive 5. So we've got 5, 10, 15, 20, 25, 30. Oh, I did stop paying month ahead when my electric bill got so high for 2 months. Tax prep is receiving 0, and Amazon Prime is 0. Okay, so we've done that one binder for high priority, and now these are kind of my low priority sinking funds, but very important at the same time. Vacation is going to receive 20. Which should bring us to $90. Yay. So we got 50, 60, 70, 80, 90. That's actually exciting because, you know, I just spent what I'd saved when I went to Charleston. Entertainment is going to receive 5. And I don't think I've used any of this money this year. So this should be 70. 20, 40, 45, 50, 55, 60, 65, and 70. In case I want to go to a movie or go to a play, something like that. That's entertainment. Adventure is going to receive a 10. And adventure to me is not the same as entertainment, although it could be. So we have 20, 30, 40, 50, 60, 70, 80, 90, 100. That's if we want to go on a Saturday adventure, something that's out of the norm. That's what adventure is. My daughter's going to receive 10 for a gift that I want to save up and help buy. I think me and her husband and my other daughter are going to go in together. So she's got 20, 30, and 40 so far. We want to buy her the gold thumbprint necklace of her dad's thumbprint. I've got one and my other daughter have one. They gave me mine last year for my birthday, which was so nice. Cost about $1,000, so we need to, I need to make that kind of like a bigger priority. Personal care, I would love for her to get it for Mother's Day. Personal care is going to get 5. This is for like shampoo, conditioner, toilet paper, things like that. So we've got 5, 10, 15, 20, 25, 30, 35, 40, 45, 50, 55, 60, 65, and 70. So $70 in personal care. Wish list is going to receive 5. Wish list is something that I'm trying to save up for to buy. Like last year I bought a computer. This one I didn't stuff when my electric bill was high. So we've got 10, 15, 20, 25, and 30. So we've got $30 in wish list. Clothes is going to receive 5. Clothes did not get stuffed for 2 months because of my electric bill either. Thank goodness I'm not a clothes shopper. 5, 10, 15, 20, 25, and 30. Lawn and garden is going to receive 5. I had high expectations. I was going to actually plant flowers this year, and I don't think I am. I'm just going to save up maybe for next year. 5, 10, 15, 20, 25, and 30. Just breaks my heart. I've got to start doing stuff, y'all, that I used to enjoy doing. This journey's hard. It's hard when you lose the love of your life. Okay, so gifts is going to receive 5, 5, 10, 15, 20, 25, and 30. Gifts for people that are not in my immediate family. Maybe a wedding gift, maybe a baby shower gift, or a birthday gift. Easter is not going to receive anything. Thanksgiving is going to receive 5. Last year I did not have an envelope for Thanksgiving. So when it was time to buy the feast that we were going to cook, it took me by surprise. It won't take me by surprise this year. 5, 10, 15, 20, 25, and 30. Won't take me by surprise this year because I am officially saving for that meal. And Christmas is the same thing. And Easter, it did help, y'all. I didn't save too long for Easter, but it helped. 5, 10, 15, 20, 25, and 30. Yay. That makes me happy. Christmas Child's not getting anything yet in fire department or monthly giving. Not quite yet. I need to fully fund some things before I can focus on that. And then my favorite binder, as everybody knows, are my grandchildren and my children and their spouses. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, and 10. I have 5 grandchildren, and I have 5 children and 5 significant others. And so what I do is each week I give each of my children $5. My grandchildren get 5. And then the couples get 5 together. And what I do is I give the grandchildren $100 for their birthday. And I give my sons and sons-in-laws $50 for their birthday, because guys are just different. Adult guys are. And then all the girls, older girls in the family, get $100. And then for Christmas, each of the grandkids get $100, and the older daughters get $100, and the sons get $50. And it's been working out really good. I like being prepared like that. So we have completely stuffed my cash envelopes that I saved for. Remember, this is yours. Like, you stuff what's important to you, okay? Everything that I stuff may not be what you need in your life. In your system, you need to create the system that works for you. You may not even need so many binders. Okay, so now let's get started with what I saved this week. I'm so excited. You know what? I'm going to put a 2 up here because I've already had 2 times that I have completely saved enough money to put towards something else. So let's see how many ones we saved this week. We have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, and 6. I try not to, if I get change back and it requires ones, I try not to spend them. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, and 6. So let's count off 6. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, and 6. I'll put that 2 because I've already saved 120 ones that I've been able to pull and put towards another sinking fund. which they've helped fund my vacation that I went on because I wasn't fully funded for that. So saving my weekly allowance that I give myself really paid off. And now we're going to go to, this says a $5 savings challenge, but I just use the money that I save is all in $5. You can divide it by 5. So that's how I do it. So we've got 20, 40, 50, 60, 75. $75. Yay! So we've got 5, 10, 15, 20, 25, 30, 35, 40, 45, 50, 55, 60, 65, 70, 75. Wow. I've already completed this challenge once this year. So I'll put a little 1 up there. And I'll stuff my cash in this envelope. And see, guys, that's how easy it is. Once you get organized at the beginning of the month, or even if you go get paid once a week and you go pull your denominations, it doesn't take that long. And the more you do it, the easier it gets. Setting your budgets gets easier. Your mindset around it gets easier. Getting started is kind of overwhelming, I would imagine, but it's also exciting, so you're very motivated. And then I would say the first couple of, the first month is kind of like, ugh, this isn't worth my time because you're only seeing, you know, $5, $10, $15, you know, in your little envelopes, right? But let me show you, for example, with my grandchildren, with only stuffing $5 a week. This grandchild's, his birthday's in October. So I've got 5, 10, 15, 20, 25, 30, 35, 40, 45, 50, 55, 60, 65, $70 towards his October birthday. That's how you have to look at it. Every week it's going to get bigger and bigger, and you'll just start seeing these milestones. And every single dollar that you've put aside to spend towards something else, it just lets you can breathe. See, I've got 3 birthdays in October. So can you imagine if I didn't do this and I was just out spending money willy-nilly, you know, not budgeting, not preparing, not, you know, making every dollar count or be accountable for? Those 3 birthdays would set me back. And especially like at Christmas, guys, that would really set me back because I do have a large family. And most people don't have five children this day and time with 5 spouses. So it can add up, and I am so grateful that I've started this process. And I think I'm more excited that, like my house insurance and my car insurance, that's due next February. And I'm already making a big dent. Hopefully it's going to be fully funded and I can breathe. I don't even have to worry about 2027. House taxes, hopefully they'll be fully funded because what I'm going to consider fully funded for this is $1,200. So I can take my savings challenge and put towards some of these sinking funds and just kind of knock them out. Car taxes are not due until next March. That's true. And I'm going to be good to go. It just really gives me a sense of peace. And that's part of my journey, finding peace, finding joy, learning how to be happy, setting goals, trying to have a little bit of fun on my very fixed income. And it's all doable. We can do this all together, guys. It's not bad. So just give me a thumbs up. I've got 69 subscribers. Only one of you have to subscribe to put me at the 70 subscribers, but my next goal is 100. So if you like this video, just give it a thumbs up. Leave me a comment, please. And subscribe. And I will talk to you guys later. Y'all have a very blessed week. Bye.